Would you like to learn how to increase your salary? Who wouldn't? Everybody wants a higher paycheck. Watch today's video and learn the simple little tricks and secrets to do just that. Stay tuned. This is Frank here from Wealth Generation Strategies channel. Today we're going to be talking about increasing your salary. Believe it or not, it is possible and you can dramatically increase your salary, but it really depends upon you at the end of the day. I'll leave it at that. Depends upon you. It's not about your boss, it's not about the government, it's about you. So let's hit some of the points, the little tricks and secrets that I've come across over life that has made a tremendous difference to what I can earn. Okay, let's start off here. The first one is to always keep your ear to the ground. Listen for new opportunities that are up and coming where you're working at, as well as up and coming opportunities in your industry in general. Both those points are very important. Let me give you an example. I was working at a radiology firm years ago. There was a shift to digital radiography. We were using film and moving away from that and going to taking digitized pictures, and everything was in the computer system. It was kind of interesting because I had two people approach me regarding this, and they were both interested in the same position. They said, hey, I think it'd be really cool to become a technician on these new digital systems. And I said, yeah, I think that's really great too. Is that something you're interested in? Absolutely. I said, well, dig into it and find out what you can find. One took the path of watching and waiting to see what's going to happen. And they talked to me every once in a while about it. Didn't really show any enthusiasm or any results. The other person, on the other hand, took the time and they took their own resources and did a whole bunch of courses in their field on that topic, and actually became certified as a technician who knew how to handle digital radiology. Can you guess who was the one who got the job at the end of the day? And who is the one who was upset? It's not a hard guess. The one who had went and did all the certifications was by a landslide the most capable person. They saw an opportunity, they saw something they wanted to get involved in, and it dramatically increased their paycheck. The other person who kind of just watched and waited and hoped they didn't get the job, and they were actually quite upset. They were actually quite upset with me because at the end of the day, I was the one who had to make the decision on who got the position. Of course, I chose the one with the education, not because I liked him more or liked him less, or he was my friend or not my friend. They were both my friends in the company, but he was the one who took the initiative and learned everything he could. So he was the one who was the most valuable, and that's the whole point. Keep your ear to the ground, watch for new opportunities, and become more valuable. Get ready for that opportunity so you're ready for it when it's ready for you. Second point. Another way to increase your salary is to look for roles that you can get involved with, especially in volunteering roles. And that is, I was actually just talking to somebody just now about joining a board, and joining a board as a trainee so they could start learning governance and how to run a company. Because I'm involved with multiple boards and multiple companies, and I've been a president of an HOA, as well as I have been involved in many corporate boards as well as church boards, things like that. And I joined these organizations to become better at governing and better at making decisions for a collective whole of a company or an organization. It has helped me out greatly to see the bigger picture in companies and to help them develop and plan, because I already show experience and understanding on how to govern and run certain functions within a company. So that's my second point. Don't be afraid to go and find yourself a volunteer position. If you are involved in HOA, there's always room for somebody to be part of an HOA. I can tell you that from experience. If you're part of a church, go and become part of their board governance, so that way you can learn how to run a church. It's, believe it or not, it's all the same at the end of the day. The issues might be slightly different, but the governance in itself is the same, all the way around. Third point here is always look left and look right. Be ready to look left and to look right. I say this to my adult children all the time, look left and look right and look at where your best opportunity is. Always consider a shift in your profession if you need to when you're looking left and looking right. And that could mean going across the street and working for the competition. Now, I don't say that lightly because some people like where they work, and that's fine. But sometimes you're never going to grow either in position or salary where you're at. And that's just the nature of the beast. I don't know why it is what it is what it is. But be ready to look left and to look right. Be ready to change what you do to give yourself new opportunities. So that's my third point. Before we get into our bonus, I know I'm going to ask, but have you subscribed yet? Be sure to subscribe. If you're enjoying this video, you're getting some good information that you feel you can put to use in your life, subscribe. Also too, I love to hear your comments, so don't be afraid to leave a comment. Even if you disagree with me, that's fine. I love to hear it, and I like to hear your point of view, because that's how I learn too. I learn by hearing both sides of the story, so to speak. Okay, let's get into our bonus here. Earlier, one of my points was talking about getting training, and funny enough, all the points that I talk about have a training aspect in them. Looking at and developing your skill set. Now, my bonus is all about ROI, return on investment. Whenever you seek to get training, make sure that the ROI, the return on your investment, is the highest. I was doing a university degree in a Bachelor of Science as a computer science major way back when, but I didn't see a really strong return on investment on that in the short term. Possibly in the long term, if I had got my master's and my PhD, that's a different story. I needed to see more of a short-term return on whatever I was doing because I needed to get moving forward faster. What I decided to do is I investigated some industry certifications that were available at the time, and I decided to go that route at that point in time. I actually dropped out of university and I did this and got my certification in about 1 to 2 years, and dramatically saw an increase in my salary. So the ROI on it was phenomenal. I've just kind of built up from there. And I always, whenever I do training, now what I say doing a master's degree is the right thing, depends on the ROI. Or if doing basket weaving is the right thing, again, what's the ROI on it for you? That's what you have to look at, the long-term value of that. So I hope you've enjoyed these points we brought out, increasing your salary. These are all points that I've used in my life over and over again, and it has dramatically increased my salary. There was years ago when I started working about 30 years ago, I was only making about $30,000 a year, and I make probably close to 10 times that now. And I hope that you do too, because I like to see and hear your stories as well. Thanks again. Be sure to check out this video that's coming up. It's a video that's talking about, funny enough, this is a video that's talking about understanding risk and reward. It's a really good video, and it's a simple topic, but it's one that seems to be misunderstood. So be sure to check that out. We'll see you there.